weekend. Okay, hi everybody. Aaron Wentz here. Good to have everybody on
Mhm.
the call now that we're all together. uh,
Mm.
Praise the Lord. Good to see everybody. Okay, let's do a quick review on how I can help you become a instructor for the Michigan School of Apologetics here in America. So, congratulations, you all graduated. That's why you're here. Um, Then what I did was I sent you a form. I sent you a Google form. And on the Google form, I asked you to fill out a doctrinal form and a character assessment and your testimony. So that's number one. So there are 5 steps to becoming a certified instructor here in America with the Michigan School of Apologetics. So the first one is filling out the doctrinal form, character assessment, and your testimony. So if you have done that, then wonderful. You have passed step number one, and that's why you're here today. Okay, now we're on step number two, which is now to find your students. And the goal is to find students and teach them face to face. You can do it on any day of the week. You can do it before church, after church, in the evening, whatever works for you. The class is 6 weeks long, and I taught you twice a week for 6 weeks. So if that style works for you, that's great. You don't want to prolong it like 10, 11 weeks. You want to try to get it in a 6 or 7 week format so that you can kind of push your students to be dedicated and to graduate. So you want to find students, and you don't have to have a lot. Um, we have people that graduate 2 students, 5 students, 10 students. It's okay. It's okay to start small. The goal is to start because the more that you teach, the better you will become. So don't worry about, oh, I don't have 50, 100 students. That's okay. Find a handful of people that you can pour into, and they will be blessed, and you will begin to become a better and better teacher. The more that you teach, the better you will become. So don't worry about finding a ton of students. Find a handful of dedicated students who will say, look, I'm going to try to start an apologetics class for 6 to 7 weeks. We're trying to go for twice a week for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Are you interested? So you want that commitment. You want that understanding. You want that dedication. You don't want it to go 20 weeks. You're saying we're going to clamp down. We're going to get serious. We're going to grow for 6 or 7 weeks. Our goal is to meet at least twice a week, maybe once a week, but we're going to try and get this down into 6 or 7 weeks. So then you want to uh, find your students, and then you want to pick a date to start, a goal. And so what I was encouraging everybody on the call early on was, let's try for the first week of November. That will give us 3 weeks to recruit. So if we can try for the first week of November, that will give us 3 weeks to recruit. I think that would be enough time. Okay, then the third step to become an instructor is continued education from us. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to send you today an email through a Google form. And on this email through the Google form is videos to watch on apologetics. So, step number 3 is I want you to continue to grow as an instructor. I want your students to say, wow, this teacher, he was the best. He was so educated. I learned so much from him. So my goal is to continue to teach you. So if you want to be an instructor, I'm asking you for more time that you put in to growing. So the Google form, I'm asking you to watch these videos and then to give me feedback on what you're learning. Because it's not just about teaching our material, it's about me investing into you so that you can continue to become a great apologist. And so if you say, yes, I want to be an MSOA instructor, you're saying, I am willing to be coached. I am willing to be mentored. I'm willing to put in time, not only to find students and to teach face to face, but I am wanting to grow myself. I am wanting to keep learning. And so if you don't dedicate yourself to this curriculum, then unfortunately you won't be able to become an MSOA instructor. The best teachers are learners. The best teachers are learners themselves. We all want to keep growing. We all want to keep expanding our knowledge. And so I'm asking you, if you're going to be under our leadership, that you dedicate to your own personal growth. And so on this Google form, I'm going to ask you that, yes, I watched this video. Yes, this is what I learned. So that every time we get together, I'm going to be giving you more material to learn so that under the categories of apologetics, the deity of Christ, the Trinity, the gospel, the problem of evil, you are continuing to grow. Because when your student asks you a question, you don't want to go, uh, uh, I, no, you want to be able to give an answer, right? You want to be able to help people. And so the best way to do that is to continue to grow. And so I'm going to ask you for more of your time to keep growing. Okay, so I'm going to send you an email with more video instruction. And then number 4 is I'm going to dedicate my time to meet with you every 2 weeks. So I am going to stay in touch with you to see how you're doing. So I'm going to give you 2 weeks to watch some of the videos I'm going to be sending you. And then when we get together, I'm going to ask you, what did you think about the videos? What did you learn? What questions do you have? I'm also going to be asking you, how is your recruiting going? How are you doing finding students? What problems are you having? How can we pray for you? So when we get together every 2 weeks, I'm going to be giving you an update on what you're learning and how we can help each other. So then number 5 is we want you to graduate. We want your students to graduate. We want you to be equipped, be excited, to be learning yourself, to find students that want to grow. And then your goal, number 5, then is to graduate your first class. How exciting is that? Could be 1 person, 5 people, 2 people, 50 people. It doesn't matter. Your goal is to graduate your class. Get those students, go through the curriculum, and graduate your first class. And then the exciting vision is just like Jesus, he handed off his mission to his disciples, and they turned around and they reached others. So the exciting part is that if you find people to disciple, they're going to get excited and they're going to go reach other people. See how that's so exciting? See how we're multiplying disciples, we're multiplying people. So as you are equipped, as you are growing, you're going to make followers of Christ. You're going to make disciples. and they're going to get excited and they're going to turn around and tell people, and we're just going to keep multiplying the mission. Make sense? Jesus had 12 and he lost one. He had 11. So let's start with two, three, four. Doesn't matter, but let's start. The goal is to start. Take Sure says, are we going to recruit only those who understand English? No. What do you call somebody who speaks one language? An American. That's a joke. Oh, that was funny. No, we're just bad. You guys are amazing. You guys speak two languages. You guys speak three languages. You guys are amazing. No, of course. If you speak French, do it in French. If you do it in Swahili, do it in Swahili. Whatever is your mother tongue, use that. No, use whatever language you're comfortable in. Absolutely right. Now, I can only train you and I can only give you YouTube videos in English, but you train people in what you're comfortable with. Yeah, Americans, we're pretty sad. We only know one language. And even that we're not very good at. So good for you guys on being multilingual. Okay, so that's my pitch. That's my dream. That's my vision. That's how I want to help you. I'm giving time to you. I'm asking you to give time to us by showing me that you're dedicated to growing, to learning, that I'm going to try to give you the best curriculum I can, the best time I can, the best learning I can, so that you can become the best teacher you can, that we can fulfill the Great Commission and make disciples as we all are doing, and even hopefully better to extent. Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions? Okay. Paul says, when's the next meeting? So yes. So today's the 13th. So we're going to be meeting every 2 weeks. So the next time we get together is going to be the 27th. Um, October the 27th, Monday the 27th. And so the goal then would be to watch the videos I'm going to be sending you and then start recruiting. I'm also going to be sending you a flyer that if you want to hand something to somebody and say, hey, I'm starting this 6 week apologetics course. Um, here's more information. It's a way for you to hand something to somebody and not just say it word of mouth, but if you can hand something to somebody and invite them to something, that's effective. Also on the flyer is a white space that you can fill something in on the time and the date and the place you're going to start if you want to do that. If you want to make your own flyer, if it's in French or Swahili, whatever, that's great. Make your own flyer, that's better. But if you want to use my flyer, you can. If you want to make your own flyer, no problem. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? Are we excited? Is this overwhelming? How's everybody doing? I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. You guys got this. I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. Um, hey, the more that you do this, the better you will become. And I think a year from now, 2 years from now, you guys are going to be world changers. You're gonna make the devil scared of you because you're going to be so effective in bringing light to your area for the gospel. Um, Elvis says, so let me go ahead and I'm going to end the recording.